All right, and welcome back to Bendy and the Ink Machine. We're in the final stretch. What am I even trying to say? My brain just kind of shut off for a minute. We finally got through all the chapters that we had before. We only have the last one now, chapter 5.
Alrighty, wow. All right, we're here. This is it. This is the final stretch.
This is it. This is all it is. No shit.
Oh, okay. We just stay here. Okay, what exactly is happening?
Because it's kind of funny if that's what it was. Although I will say, this is a really long cutscene sequence at the beginning of chapter 5. Yeah, this is going to be one big long cutscene for a while. So.
Okay. So what exactly happened? Because if I'm remembering correctly from last time, Alice stabbed Alice. What?
She killed herself.
Oh!
Yeah, this other, like, Alice, I guess, kind of character, killed Alice Angel, I guess you could say, from last time or whatever, and then that was just kind of where the chapter ended.
Okay.
So we don't really know what specifically happened, but I'm assuming they probably, took us captive for now, because we're in, like, a bit of a cell.
Oh yeah, that's what it.
Because they don't trust us or something.
That's what seems to be happening. But it's like, why? Mm-hmm. How are there two of her, and why did she kill the other one?
Oh, then how are like down the Boris as well? Goes back to that question.
So okay, the Boris, and I guess you can also technically count for like Alice as well. Those were kind of like the characters, like I guess you kind of see like the creations, the cartoon characters. These are completely different people.
Huh.
So the other Alice lookalike is actually Susie. That's the one we've been seeing some of the audio logs for. And then we don't specifically know technically, I guess, for like what the Boris name is, but he seems to respond to the name Tom. So that's kind of what he just kind of goes by.
Interesting. So this here on the screen, Susie, and that's Tom.
Yeah. So they're completely different from the other Boris and like Alice character that we saw before.
Okay, and I'm guessing these are the bad guys.
Well, I mean, they don't really trust us, so they're kind of being dicks right now.
Oh, I see.
The Boris is. Alice just went to give you food, and the Boris like, no.
You don't get to eat.
Okay, so like Susie saved you from quote her clone, and then she throws you in the brig.
I guess you can kind of say something like that, yeah. At least for right now, anyway, since we're just kind of stuck in here.
Okay.
Right now, Henry's kind of mentioning the fact that it seems like that she writes on the walls, but Susie kind of mentions that everybody kind of does it. Okay. Everybody kind of puts writing on the walls, so like that. That's kind of what all of those other stuff we've seen before. People saying like, he'll set us free, or like the creator lied to us. I think was one of the things or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figured that like in the context of the universe here, it was a bunch of the old, I guess, employees that worked here that just went crazy and they went desperate and wrote on the walls, basically.
Yeah, they're just kind of losing their minds a little bit and stuff.
Right. It's sort of similar to like all the because you know how in Portal, or at least in Portal 2, I think, I actually don't remember in the first one, because like back in the behind the scenes areas, I suppose you could call them, there's just a bunch of writing on the walls from a bunch of the other test subjects, if that's what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah.
It could be
kind of stuff like that, because this is the writing for like the cake is a lie and stuff like that, and there's even kind of stuff like that too in Portal 2, where you get like writings or like drawings from like some other person who might have been like a test subject or a scientist or something.
Gotcha. And they went crazy too. Everyone's going crazy. Okay.
And then they died.
I suppose when you don't have any.
Probably.
I suppose when you don't have any writing material, you need to find some sort of canvas, right?
Oh god.
Oh man. Alrighty. So
something that Susie just showed us, she gave us like a little like thing that we can hold up that showed like secret yellow writing that was, I guess, on like certain parts of the walls and stuff like that, and it said on the wall like that she will leave you for dead.
Huh. Okay.
There's something like that, and you can also I don't even know if I showed it very well on the footage, but you can also see a little bit of a halo around Alice's head and stuff like that, despite she not really calling herself an angel.
Oh, that's funny.
Can't just leave.
Yeah.
Not with the ink demon right outside the door.
And also something kind of funny, you can't really see it, at least at this early point in the game, but remember when I said there's like the little Easter egg when you can give Boris like a bone in Chapter 3?
Oh, yeah?
At a later point, when you actually are able to like look at Tom with like the thing that Susie gave you and stuff like that, you can actually see like a yellow like kind of bone thing that's supposed to kind of like it's supposed to kind of represent like he's still kind of your friend or something like that, 'cause like he's still Boris to a certain degree.
Okay, so I'm now a bit more perplexed about like the correlation between Alice and Susie.
I mean, okay, I mean, because like I said, yeah, they are like they're different characters, but they still kind of represent the same thing.
They're all consensually connected to each other. Like just because they're all technically different beings, they're still like connected, and because of being the same person.
Right, so like even they come from the same DNA, I suppose you could say, but yet they still have like individual agency within each and every one, right? And that's why like these really are technically Alice and Boris, but they just chose different names. Or is that is that correct?
I mean, I guess you can kind of say that. I mean, it's really kind of confusing. I know.
Okay, and
yeah.
Do you think that's the game's fault for not really elaborating on it clearly, or is
honestly,
that just us being stupid?
I think it might be. I'm not entirely sure if the game really kind of does a better job at explaining it or not.
Okay, because from what I understand, they're all cut from the same cloth, but these two in particular just decide to be different.
Yeah, they're kind of a bit different from all the other like ink beings that we've kind of seen so far.
Yeah. Okay. That's weird. Oh, you've escaped.
Yeah, we got out. So what happened? I guess like Bendy found like their hideout or something like that, and Susie was trying to help us, but Tom was like, no, we gotta go, and so she just kind of left us, and that was kind of like the foreshadowing from the yellow text saying like she'll leave you for dead and stuff. So the yellow text we're gonna kind of see from here on out is gonna be kind of like kind of hints as to what's going to be happening like in the future or something like this. For example, the one that's on the floor here, which once I pull it out,
there it is. There's something in the river. It's called water.
Yeah, it's called water. That's why it's a river.
Okay. So what is in the river?
Oh wait, there's a river inside this this is again how ridiculous it is that there's something this massive inside
I think where we are, or like where we're kind of going to, it's almost gonna kind of look like a sewer system, honestly. Like
okay,
well,
that's a lot more believable.
Yeah, that's believable, but I guess we wouldn't be inside the animation
that's
studio
not water
anymore. Well, like it's...
Well, I mean, it's not water; it's ink.
Yeah. I mean, if we're like technically a real sewer, it would be water. It'd just be really bad water. Don't drink it.
don't drink green water. It's not Mountain Dew.
That reminds me of like I saw some short meme from Family Guy, and it was Chris and Lois were in the sewers for some reason, and hey mom, remember that goldfish we flushed down the toilet? He wasn't dead, and it was just a big old mutated goldfish holding a gun up to Chris's head.
Mom, you remember that goldfish we flushed down the toilet? He wasn't dead.
It was hilarious.
I'm going with the joke of Benadryl. Do you guys remember that one Family Guy episode where Stewie just got drunk on cough medicine?
I feel like I remember that.
One. Maybe. I don't recall off the top of my head.
It sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I don't
Fair
think
enough.
I've actually sat down to watch like a full episode of Family Guy in forever.
Really?
Yeah, I just seen like the bits and clips of it.
The funny moments.
The funny moments up on the Instagrams.
There's a shit ton on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's loads on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, whatever. browsing Instagram more than I am YouTube. Social
No,
media.
I'm more on the YouTube side.
Social media is a trap, guys. Escape it.
Even though we are hard gapping on social media.
Shh, it's a trap. Subscribe to our Instagram page. Anyways.
Yeah, subscribe to be immune to the curse.
Exactly.
So the what we're right now we're kind of running from, I guess this is like giant like hand kind of thing that's in the water / ink. That's the thing that was telling us that there's something in the river.
Master hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it is kind of something like that. But yeah, so we're just kind of running away from that. Actually, they just reminded me of something when because in spoilers if you haven't already done World of Light or whatever in Smash, but there's a point where you have to play as Master Hand actually to destroy like a bunch of like evil like kind of clone characters or something like that. And I was telling Hunter like how he kind of controls, because he hasn't done it before and stuff like that, and he was like, Master Hand's a Shoto.
A Shoto?
Yeah, there's a whole like thing going on right now of like characters that are like Shotos or not or whatever. I don't really 100% understand it, but
That's like one letter from saying Shota.
So could you explain?
it's like characters with like uppercuts and inputs and stuff like that or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's why he made the joke like Master Hands is Shoto, and that fucking killed me when I heard it the first time, because that was so funny.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You might be the last DLC.
God, could you imagine Master Hand as the last dude? I mean, he is technically playable. You play as him in World. But
Yeah,
still,
I'd love to do that online. It'd be great.
boss fight.
A boss fight against Master Hat. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so we've come to the end of our little, I guess, kind of side-scrolling. Do a whole lot when we were just kind of on the boat. We were just moving forward.
Yeah, the boat sequence.
Yeah, essentially. And I'm mostly just kind of. You're gonna notice I'm gonna be kind of looking around for any like yellow secret messages, because some of them are actually pretty interesting and stuff.
You bring death.
And I don't 100% know if it's explained at any point in the game, but you kind of get an idea, especially after finishing the game, because once you finish the game, you actually get to bring this like thing you hold up to all the previous chapters, and you kind of get an idea that the yellow ink was written by like a different version of you, I guess you could
like a different Henry.
What?
Especially since there's like
it'll make more sense once we get to the end of the game. I can explain it a little bit better, but
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh, I thought this guy was dead. Wait.
Yeah, so this is kind of like this chapter's like twist, like, oh, it's Sammy. I guess he's back or whatever, and he's pissed.
Okay.
Bravo.
Bendy betrayed him. As you can kind of see from like what he's saying from the subtitles that I put and stuff. So like he trusted Bendy, but he kind of betrayed him, and now he doesn't left with.
Yeah, I suppose that's kind of what happens when you make idols out of false
Cult?
gods. Basic. Well, cult is like the short-term word for culture. It's not like, even though it has some connotation where it's like this big, massive, religious, creepy-looking thing from the outside kind of thing. But yeah, I suppose he's angry that like the thing that he looked up to just betrayed him, and now he's angry at himself, but he doesn't want to admit it's his own fault. That's basically what I'm seeing from here, and also the fact that he's dead right now again.
Yeah, now he's dead. Yeah, okay, so now for real this time, Sammy is dead. We're not seeing him for the rest of the game.
Okay, because I remember
He gave us instead of being all fucking angsty boys. You're like, oh, here, have this axe.
I remember you said back in chapter 2, all right, this is the last we see of him, and I'm like, okay.
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 I mean, I could have just easily said, like, yeah, he'll come back eventually, but I also wanted it to be a little bit of, like, a, whoa, surprise, he's actually still here for some weird reason.
Gotcha, alrighty then. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Uh-oh.
Yeah, so now we have another really big fight sequence where we're just kind of killing a bunch of stuff.
So,
now that we have Suzy and Tom here to help us.
Yeah. If you didn't know the text, it said, like, Sammy was keeping them at bay, these creatures. I'm like, ow.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, and so everything's just kind of pissed off, and we're trying to fight everything, and I'm actually getting kind of close to dying too.
Yeah, okay. This seems like a very challenging part of the game right there. Holy crap. that is a lot.
This lasts for a little while. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we've seen anything like this before. This is kind of wild. How good
Battle Royale mode.
Battle Royale. How good are the other two during this sequence? Are they actually like worth the damn NPCs that help you out, or are they just kind of standing there?
They do actually try to fight. I mean, you can even kind of see them if you pay close enough attention. Like, you can see them doing like hitting animations, but it's still better to try to kind of get it done yourself, though.
Yeah, probably because you
can't really rely on NPCs for everything, unfortunately.
Yeah, no. Oh man, NPCs that help you out in a video game? What's that? I thought these were just escort missions.
Chapter 5 is just one big escort mission.
Oh god.
Could you imagine?
Right.
we already had the really annoying like collectathon in chapter 3. We don't need any more annoying parts of Bendy.
Yeah, no. Yeah, given that it's the last chapter, this is like where the big climax should be. Climax of the game should be.
Neat.
I can understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like this big old fight sequence here that's lasting more than a minute. This is
yeah. Like I said, it lasts a really long time, and I honestly feel like it should probably. They're just fighting too much shit.
Right. Do you think it should have maybe like cut it down, perhaps in half?
Yeah, I definitely think they probably should have kind of reduced the number of enemies you have to kill, maybe by at least by like a third or half or something like that, because this is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Is it like the amount you have to kill, the amount you have to survive? Like the amount of time you have to survive.
Oh yeah, that could be a thing. Is there like is the threshold for that sequence like survive for amount of time or killing the number of enemies?
I'm pretty sure it's just killing a number of things.
Okay.
I mean, maybe it's a timer thing, and I just never realized it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just you have to kill certain stuff.
Right, because that would probably.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm still really proud of that edit. I'll see you tomorrow.
It's the vault.
What did he slip on? Like his own chair?
Yeah, no, I think it seems more like it broke.
Oh.
Like the force broke.
Yeah, he was standing on a board that to walk across, and it broke under his feet. That's what happened.
That's hilarious. Okay.
He's a fat ass.
but as we're
fat.
but as I was saying, that's probably that probably explains why it takes a good chunk of the portion. If like every single playthrough takes the same amount of time roughly, then that probably explain if it were like a time sequencing or something like that.
Yeah, so something I might have to actually test that. Next time I play through Bendy Machine, I'll have to actually like see if it's a specific time. I'll have to like time it or something to see if it's something like that or not.
Gotcha. Like, okay, yeah, like when after you're done with this game, can you actually go back and revisit past chapters?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Like play through specific chapters. You don't have to go through the full campaign.
Well, okay, in theory, yeah, but the PC version has a bit of a glitch where it doesn't really save your progress very well.
What?
Yeah. I actually know this because I think there might have been something I had to like check up on like as I was editing like all these parts like that. But I opened up the game again like after finishing recording, and I went to my save file and it only saved up to chapter 3.
What?
Yeah, it's a weird bug that's never been fixed the entire time the game has been released.
Really? And this is an autosave game, yes?
Yeah, it autosaves.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, like I said, in theory you should be able to go back and play previous chapters, but it doesn't really do a good job at saving your progress automatically.
Oh man, I hate.
If it's saving your data right now, it should be because there's like a bendy icon on the bottom right
Well, that one's a visual glitch.
Oh.
That's supposed to go away whenever like an autosave is done, but for this playthrough, it's just been kind of there the whole time because this guy glitched a little.
You think that's why you didn't save because of the fucking it just never stopped auto saving?
I feel like that could be part of it, but like that autosave glitch was there since chapter 2, and it last autosave since chapter 3. So I don't know. It's really weird and stupid.
That is stupid. Oh man, I hate if your PC or your power went out during chapter 5, and then boom. Okay, when it comes back on, I'll just boot it up again. This game autosaves. Welcome to chapter 3. Go do my 5 side quests again.
Yeah, that's really annoying. I don't know if it got fixed in the console ports, but I definitely
did it.
It's never been fixed on the PC version, and the game's been out for a long time.
Oh, that is super wild already.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll see you in the next part when we finally finish off Bendy and the Ink Machine.